Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the man behind the counter, Duncan, and today we are going to talk about the latest release from Vinegar Syndrome. I am very excited to talk about this. I never thought this would get a restoration, but it has. Vinegar Syndrome has delivered once again. It is Talons of the Eagle, starring Billy Blanks and JalalMerhi. It was directed by Michael Kennedy. This Blu-ray is a 4K scan from the original negative, and it looks incredible. I'm going to go into that in a minute. But first, if you like older martial arts movies like Talons of the Eagle, give Video Mania 2 a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it because I love these movies. And this one in particular, I don't think I could ever make a definitive top 10 martial arts movie list. But if I did, because it's just too hard to choose, but this one would be in there. It definitely would. Now, this movie, the plot is pretty simple. Billy Blanks plays a New York cop, and it starts out, he breaks up a drug deal, and so he sees his boss. He's like, that's good work. Guess what you've won? He's like, and Tyler Wilson, that's Billy Blanks' character, he's like, what? He's like, an all-expense-paid trip to Toronto. He's like, Toronto? How about somewhere warmer? He's like, you're going to work with a guy named Michael Reeds, and that's JalalMerhi's character. So he goes to Toronto, and they need to infiltrate a syndicate run by Mr. Lee, played by the legendary James Hong, and he has a big, mean bodyguard named Khan, played by Matthias Hughes, who was a staple of many of these movies. You'll know him when you see him. He's a big guy with long blonde hair. So, they go to Toronto, and in order to infiltrate Lee's organization, they have to enter a karate tournament where Lee is looking for new talent. So, they're going in there they have to go to a martial arts school, and it's run by Master Pan. And so they learn Eagle Claw there. And they think, they're pretty tough. And Tyler Wilson goes in there. He's like, Master Pan's like, show me what you can do. And Tyler Wilson was like, okay, I need an opponent to demonstrate against. And Master Pan's like, okay, knock me down. And he tries, and Master Pan gives him a lesson in humility. So it's time to start training. And so Master Pan has some unconventional methods, to say the least, and there's a different montage of sequences and stuff that Reeds and Wilson go through. The different training methods Master Pan puts them through, but he needs to get them ready for the tournament, so, because they're going to be facing the best of the best, so he prepares them. And some of the stuff in here, like his methods, like, they're so hungry after been training all day, and they get he's like rice only in training, and they want to eat some steaks. They're so hungry, but it's all part of the discipline of Master Pan's program. So they get back at it, and Master Pan's like, I don't think you guys are ready to enter this tournament. They're like, look, we've trained this hard. We're going to enter that tournament. So Master Pan, they go back to Master Pan, like, triple our training if you have to, but we're entering that tournament. So he puts them through the paces even harder, and they become better martial artists than they ever thought they could be. And then they enter the tournament, get the attention of Mr. Lee, and then they can start working undercover to see how his whole operation works. So that's basically the plot. Then there are martial arts sequences abound. There are fights. There's great dialogue, and it's just a ton of fun. I remember when I rented it in Blockbuster with my friends in New Jersey, we watched it that night, and we still quote it to this day and talk about the different action sequences and stuff. It's just an all-time great. So, how's the transfer? Vinegar Syndrome, I think this is their best transfer. The negative must have been in great shape, or I don't know. But I'm not complaining, believe me. It looks amazing. Like Billy Blanks, I didn't know this because I have a Bare Bones DVD, so this is my point of reference here. But Billy Blanks had some lines shaved on the side and the back of his head, and you didn't see that on the DVD. You can see it clearly now. And the texture on the clothing and the different colors, they pop now. They really look great. And some of the set designs, like the casino and the garage and the different things, they pop. It's very vibrant colors. The black levels are great. And the sound, while it's not a Dolby Atmos, it's very good. The dialogue and the punches you can hear more clearly, so it's a much better sounding. This is, as I've said in many of my reviews, maybe the best it's ever looked. This is the best it's ever looked and sounded by a mile. Now look at this artwork too. This is great artwork. The Vinegar Syndrome original. You have JalalMerhi and Billy Blanks here. You have the great James Hong. You have Master Pan, and you even have the authentic cars, an old Pontiac Bonneville and a Chevrolet Caprice. For those cars were used in the garage sequence at the end of the movie, so those are in there. I love it. But you also, if you have the old artwork, what it looked like on the video store shelves when I first saw it, so you have that too. And inside, you have reversible artwork, but I'm going to leave this out because I love it. And you have the Blu-ray itself, and you have a double-sided poster. And also, there's a making-of documentary. It's about 27 minutes long, so they talk to JalalMerhi and Billy Blanks, and they talk to Matthias Hughes and the late Harry Mock, who played Nico in here. He had this cool knives, and he had something rigged where it would spin around. He's unfortunately no longer with us, but he did film this before his untimely death here, so that's here too. So you got to talk about their experiences making the movie and how passionate they were, and all of that. It was really good to see the passion and love they had for this genre, and all that. So and then how proud they are of it. So that was all great here. So it's a real treat. So if you're a fan of this movie, and even if you're one of the few that had the bare bones DVD, this is definitely worth the upgrade. I mean, it was like experience again for the first time. I finally had a chance to watch it last night. This is a limited edition of 5,000. It's just incredible. So that's it for today. My next video, I'm going to talk about other classic movies that have kind of fallen under the radar and don't even have a DVD release, and I'd love to see get a restoration release like this one has. So that's going to be my next video. So thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, what movies you'd like to see restored, any of those things. Let me know any of that. And take care till next time.